I feel like the drive system is really good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it.
I don't really have many gripes with it. Like, I play Luke. I can kind of shut down what I want. Like, if you drive rush at me, I can check it most of the time. I still suck at it, so like, you know, you're gonna hit me. But like Luke has this, like I'm good.
Right. Or even, you know, like just a jab too. Most of the time, if you react, you can get a jab.
Yes, like especially with Luke, his jabs go so far. So playing Ed after Luke was so strange.
Yeah, right. His jab is very stubby.
Like this shit goes so far. No one really mentions it, but it's like Street Fighter 5.
Yeah. No, for sure. Luke has a very good range on his normals. But yeah, I think going back to the drive system and just like that kind of mechanic in general, I'm a big fan of it too. I like how it's different than from the other Street Fighter game. It's like a good mix of kind of that V system, like a FADC and stuff like that. But I like how it kind of works. Like, you know, it's basically your character's stamina bar.
Yep.
You run out. Or I guess it's training mode, so we're not going to really let out. But you run out.
Let me see if I can change that. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it normal, so you can actually go into burnout. There we go. There you go.
You know, like now I'm in burnout. You know, now obviously I'm going to take more chip damage. You can stun me.
Yeah.
You know, like,
stun is the big one.
I'm tired. I have to. Yeah, the stun is huge. I like the way stun is different. I know that was a pretty big change compared to, you know, having to lower their, I guess it would be like their stamina until they, you know, run out of energy and get stunned.
Yeah. Like when I went back to Street Fighter 5. Sorry, go ahead.
No, keep going.
So like stun for me and how like health worked in that game was so strange to discover. Like every character basically had different health and stun, right? Yeah. Like there were categories for that, but like it was basically different for every character. And in this game, there are like only a few characters that have more health, and that's the only difference, nothing else. Yeah. So it's kind of simpler in that regard. But yeah,
simpler's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. But I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of this move right. Drive Impact, I think it's sick.
I think it's good. I think my only honestly big thing is I wish that they would change, just make it so like when you tie, make that window a little bigger.
Yeah. It's so rare that actually happens.
I'm a big fan of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And like, there's so many times where you do it and it feels like you press it at the exact same time, but you got it or you didn't get it. I think that would really be the only thing I'd change about it. I think it's a good idea. I like that, like some counter hit combos, you can like go into it, like JP can hit it like 3 times in a combo and just do a bunch of damage to the stamina.
I mean, yeah, that's crazy though. Cool. Like, I don't think you should be able to do that much, but yeah.
Really? Oh, I think it's sick. I don't know. Maybe every character should have that option because it's really not everybody, but.
Like, I know it's like a JP specific thing, and that's why you would pick JP, because he can just destroy drive gauges, but still, yeah. I don't know if 3 in 1 combo is a little too much or not.
Right. But I mean, you know, that's such a specific thing. I
guess I know.
When we talk about JP later, we could bring that back up.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I feel like new players or like lower level players hate this, because like they just do it and they get hit and they get comboed for no reason. Yeah. That's how they look at it, but like, I feel like at a higher level, like even at my level, this move is just sick to play around.
Yeah, it's just one of the, you just gotta get used to it.
Yeah, the whole driving pet mini game.
Used to it, it's better.
Like, you driving pet me back. Like, I think that's sick. Like, it's not like a move that just has no risk to it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Even you can go through the armor. Like, here, just do it. I was gonna
maybe I'm never gonna time that, but like yeah, I get it.
If they're fast enough. Actually, that's probably way too slow. But
I mean, it's just jabs. Works. Like, a lot of the time it happens to me when someone tries to enter my jumping with like Ryu, and I just do jabs after it, and I just break their armor because it's just really fast. Oh,
well, we'll see what happens.
Trade. Let's go.
There we go.
All right, just do
it. Every time it just hits. Yeah, that was 2. So like I'm losing 3 basically.
Yep.
Which is a pretty big commitment, especially anywhere near the corner.
Yeah, I like when I'm in a corner, like I'm looking out for DI, because obviously you got the wall splat for free, so.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is, you know, It's cool. It gives it that much more pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the corner is scary in this game because
Oh, in this
of the
game,
way that
for
the
sure.
mechanics are.
I mean, throw loops with DI in the corner, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of throw loops, I guess here we could probably switch to freaking
Mm-hmm.
loop. But you know, that's one of those things that it feels like it might be here to stay.
Yeah, like I get why they did the throw loops because parry is just really strong, but
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of parry either. So,
Yeah.
like in my opinion, they should change throw loops, but at the same time they should change parry because they kind of balance each other out. Like,
Yeah, that's valid.
my suggestion for this move, guys, stop giving me money, please. Thanks for the reset, Poseidon. Some people suggested that you should be like choose between low and high parry when you're parrying, but I think that's unnecessary. What you
I
should
think that's
do,
redundant.
in my opinion, is you should only be able to perfect parry special moves. I don't like perfect parrying normals, jump-ins, none of that.
Yeah.
That would be my suggestion for like the parry change. Like normal parry stays the same. It's just a better block button than the actual block button. And then you can perfect parry normals. Now, because that's a thing. Throw loops can be out of the question because you don't have to guess on your opponent's like wake up perfect parry. Right?
Right.
How I would fix throw loops is like basically giving everyone Chun-Li's throw, which is like plus 10ish and it has like this much pushback on it. So you can still melee your opponent, but you can throw them.
Yeah,
That would be
you gotta
my
have to be
suggestion.
Forced to at least spend that.
Yeah, like, you can dry rush up and then like jab if you wanna like extend your pressure, but you can still like melee with a medium or something.
Right.
So that's how I feel about
don't know,
parry
I-
and throws. But go ahead, go
I
ahead.
kind of like when it comes to me for parries. I honestly like the way that the parries are. Even the perfect parry, just because the combo scaling is so insane. I understand, you know, obviously more at a higher level that makes less of a difference because these combos are optimal as hell, and you know they're getting everything that they can. But
Yeah,
I think that I don't know. I think that it gives it away, and especially for like jump-ins, I really like it because sometimes your buttons are too slow or you react a little too late, and it's like a universal anti-air. Kind of like getting a flawless block in MK11. You know, I'm on there jumping,
Yep,
like
true.
how that was pretty much the best anti-air in the game. I think I kind of just like that it makes it more consistent for everybody. So really when it comes to the parries, I don't really have a problem with it, to be honest.
I understand that. I feel like perfect parrying like jump-ins, for example, it just makes you lazy.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely lets you be. It lets you be. Oh, I'm trying to think of the right word. It gives you a little bit more of a buffer
Yeah.
than like if your character has a slow anti-air. But I mean, I think just if anti-airs were a little more consistent, I don't know. Because I mean, as long as you do react in time, anti-airs are consistent. But getting really late ones kind of just ends up favoring people with Shoryukens.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I think.
that's another change I would like to make for this game, just in general. Like, I think jumping is really strong.
Yeah.
Like I play Luke. Like, I have this and this, like 2 dive kicks.
Hmm.
Like a lot of characters that don't have like designated anti-airs, like kind of struggle to anti-air these, like the Kimberly's, JP now that he got nerfed, and those characters. I feel like those characters should either get like upper body invo anti-air like this one, like Luke's Crouch Heavy Punch, or just give them specials that are actual anti-air specials, not like Rashid's Heavy Mixer or Aki's Heavy Whip, which are anti-airs but
Right.
only after the 5th or 6th frame. I don't know.
Right. They're,
Which is
they're
just
not
dumb.
actually anti-airs.
Yeah.
They just hit upwards.
Cause yeah, like I only play DP characters. Like I realize that I only play DP characters because I need a good anti.
Right. It goes a long way. I mean, it's one of those, you know, super important skills.
Oop.
And I think too, like you were saying, like how Luke's got like a dive kick. Like there's a lot of characters that have
Yeah,
jump buttons like that, and it's like it makes some of the dive characters, other than Cammy, feels like dive kicks aren't that good in this game.
Yeah,
Cammy just being the only exception because I mean she's just fast in general. And then I think like throw loops. I was kind of in our messages earlier. I was kind of talking about it. I think something that could help for that, because like I said, I feel like it's got to be here to stay. Like this is a conscious decision. I feel like by them, but I think
for
just
sure.
giving it more counterplay would be nice. Obviously, it's like a strike throw mix, but against it, like you can backdash a throw, but a lot of the times if you backdash the throw, you don't even get a punish in time. And I feel like if you do get that read and you backdash a throw, you should be able to get like as if you punished a Shoryuken on block or something, like your most optimal punish.
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice. So I think maybe just something as simple as giving throw a couple more frames of recovery. I think that'd be pretty good. And I think on top of that, that makes shimmying an even stronger option, which I think is, it lets people be more kind of creative in that way. I know shimmies are kind of strong in general, but I feel like that's every game ever.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I can't
I
think of a
agree.
game where shimmy is not a good option, and I feel like it should just stay a good option. I don't know.
Yeah, like I think those changes you mentioned it could be good, but I still feel like it shouldn't be to the point where you like jump a throw that you get a punish on the
Yes,
person who's
100%.
throwing you, because
100%. That should only be able to punish like command grabs.
yeah, because that would just feel shitty. I feel like if you could just jump, because
Yeah, no,
jumping
I
is
agree. That would
already
make
kind of
throwing
crazy.
super risky. No, I completely agree.
And I also had like something in mind. Like, what would you think about implementing like Street Fighter 5 backdashes, where when you backdash, you're actually airborne? So like
I think that would actually be nice.
like when they melee you, they don't get a full combo into a drive rush. Like you just flip out.
Yeah, you've got to react to realize, oh shit, they're airborne.
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice. I think if they make it so that if you do hit them out of it, they kind of pop up a little extra high, just make it a little visually easier to react to.
Mhm.
I think that'd be a cool idea.
Yeah, because like right now, like if I just read your backdash and I hit you with this, you are eating so much damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I look at this shit.
Right, you just basically get your normal standing
Boom.
starter, and then right there into Oki. But I agree. I think that'd be cool.
Let's see what else is there. Like I guess we could talk about drive reversal for a second. How do you feel about them?
That's true. I actually forgot about drive reversal. I think
Oh, I never use them.
I use it all the time. Actually, I think it's good. I think that I don't know. I think it's just kind of designed to do what it does. I don't think it really needs any changes. If you guess that they're gonna do it, you block it, you get a full punish.
Mhm.
I think the way it's designed is fair. It's a good way to get people off of you, but obviously it costs a lot and it's a risk.
Yeah, like I only use it on like specific special modes. Like if you just do a Jamie Palm,
Yeah,
right? Like if they space it right, they're kind of plus in your face, or like just play neutral around it. Like you can just get them out of you, out of your face.
Those moves are
Same with this.
exactly what it's good for. Or like
And,
Lily when she has
Counter
has a
Spire.
stock and she does her
Yeah.
Spire. Yeah, it's a really good get off me tool. It's a good way to potentially waste your opponent's resources also.
Yeah, like I feel like it's good for that, but when it comes to like characters with bad defense, I feel like that's the only option they have. And when it comes to that, it's not very good to like just get like regular pressure off you.
Mhm.
Like your
Yeah, it's
doll
definitely a hard
sims
thing.
or like the grappler characters.
Yep.
So I don't know. Like for me, like yeah, I have an invincible move. All my supers are invincible, so like I don't mind. Like that I don't have to use drive reversal, but
Right. So you don't even have to use it. But I don't know. I don't know what the answer would be for that sense. You're right. For those characters that don't have a better option, I'm not sure.
it's like I've seen suggestions of like speeding it up a little bit so you can punish more things, but I feel like then it would just turn into Street Fighter 5 reversal, but it's just where you just throw
Right.
it out. Because why not?
Right. And then at that point, you might as well make it more expensive. But then it
Yeah.
goes to the point where like maybe it's not worth it because now you're spending, I don't know, 3 bars or something. Like that's a lot.
Yeah, it's hard like balancing this move out because like if you
Yeah.
make it more safe, like -6 instead of -8, for example, that also doesn't really help because if you
Not
do
everyone
that,
will be able to punish it.
like think about it, in Burnout that would be -2. Like if some characters have space drive reversals, like you could even have mind games around that. That'd be kind of bad.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, for sure.
You can see some cool moments, I guess, but no, I agree.
But like, I get why it's
sure
minus
what the right
8,
answer would
because
be.
like most characters get a good punish on that, right? Like 8 frames, you have a lot of window to move around. But like, if it was minus 6, like I'm good because I have this. But not every character is a 6 framer. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. I really don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, like you were saying, it's like a slippery slope. You make it too good, it becomes boring. But
Yeah, exactly.
being weak it kind of has to be weak. So I think it's okay the way it is. I think one thing I'd really like to see is like a tournament mode for avatar battles. Like how Injustice 2 had like the like just the settings where everyone is consistent with health and consistent with damage. Because I would play that all the time. My biggest gripe with the avatar battles the way it is now is unless you play a lot of the story mode, you go into the thing and someone has 3 health bars and I only have 1.
Yep.
And they kill me in one combo and it's like, all right, cool, I just wasted my time. When the mode could potentially be a lot of fun and obviously coming up with cool strategies, and it's not like you're playing ranked with it, so it's who cares if something is strong. I don't know. They're spending so much. There's so much customization items. There's so much DLC that you could buy for that with the microtransactions. And
oh yeah, avatar enjoyers
well
are eating good.
Yeah, but they don't even get to fight with their avatars unless they want to spend a lot of time
that's the thing.
Grinding out the strongest gear.
Because the thing is, like, I play on PC, like, I use some unusual methods to say that I cheated. To get to like max level in the Vertor, because I just wanted like max bond with all the fighters in the Vertor,
right.
And I wanted all the costumes.
That out.
And like now I'm level 100, and I'm really super strong. Most people that do the avatar battles aren't on my level, and it's just not fun for anyone. Not for me either.
Right. Right. It gets to the point you're you're waiting for the loading screens longer than the match itself.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, the concept is fun. Like you get all these fighters' moves that you can just use that you couldn't use like on your main character. Like Luke with a command grab. Imagine that bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's like something as simple as I want all of Ken's special moves, but I want to use Ryu's buttons. Like you can just do whatever you want. I think it's really fun.
That makes it up the 2 Shotos. That's sick, actually. I never thought about that.
Yeah. I did that a little bit before, but I really haven't gotten that far in the World Tour. Just again, it's a different game. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
So it'd be cool to kind of bring that together.
What do you think? Should we go to characters now, or you think they're gonna add something to the system mechanics, that something from like Street Fighter 5 or like previous Street Fighter games? Because some people are mentioning like drive shift instead of V shift to be added to the game. I don't know how to feel about that, because I never really use it in Street Fighter 5 because I'm at a low level.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
That could be interesting. I never really used a lot of V shift either. Most of my experience with Street Fighter 5 was more at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I do predict that they'll add something. I just honestly have no idea what it'll be.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I know why people want V shift, because it's a defensive mechanic and there aren't many in this game. But like, I feel like it's such a good game right now that it doesn't need something new like that for now.
I agree for now.
Yeah.
I think I can see them adding V shift. The more I'm thinking about it, I can see them adding that later. But I think for now we're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. We can move on to characters now, and so.
Yeah.
Firstly, we're gonna have Luke, and then Jamie right after that. I have a lot of changes in mind for Luke, because I feel like the mini balance bench didn't do anything, basically. This got a bit more recovery, sure, cool. Still everyone hates this move. And they destroyed like air flash knuckle, like
yeah.
It already was like a guess in both players, like on both players' sides. Like if you don't go for a Shoryuken and the Luke player does this, you get a punish. But now it's even more punishable because it has more whiff recovery. So that move is just kind of whatever now.
Yeah.
But I don't think they really changed the right things about Luke.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
the things that were overpowered before are still really good.
Yeah.
And the stuff that they nerfed didn't really need it.
what I would change about this move, actually, like, you could extend the hurt box a little bit on it, but the real change would be just, you could give it more recovery. I feel like that could work, and then also just don't make it plus. I feel like it shouldn't be +1. I mean, just make it -1, like, just make it in line with the other crouching medium punches.
Yeah, I think that would make the most sense.
And this is a big one, and I know people would hate this change, but I feel like this target combo exists for a reason, and I don't think this character was supposed to have low forward dry rush during development. That's why this target combo exists, and I would take it away. I don't think the character needs this.
I think at that point though too, you could argue like, oh, then how come Jamie gets it? How come Ryu gets it? You know what I mean? But I do agree that that target combo feels just honestly completely useless.
Yeah, because like, it's not as easy to confirm as other confirmable stuff in the game, and it's only +1, so the throw there is even a mix-up for me, because you can just jab out of it.
Yeah.
So that's a change I would make. Like,
I'd rather take damage than a strike throw mix-up.
Yeah, like this thing, I feel like should be more conformable and maybe like +2 instead of +1, just so it's like an actual strike throw situation.
Yeah, I think that'd be better.
And just get rid of low forward dry rush. I don't think the character needs it. He has crouch medium punch dry rush already.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like those are the big changes I would make for Luke. The other one is just damage nerf by taking damage away from back heavy kick. Like, as of right now, it does 1000 damage for whatever reason. That would just make it 800.
So I would say maybe even for that, even instead of changing just the raw damage, just make it scale more. But that's like, I don't know, that's math. That's like beyond me.
Yeah, like,
I bring up like scaling.
I once did the math.
In general.
Like, I once did the math how much damage it would do with like a level 3 combo if this did like 200 less damage, and like it's actually like it would be in line with like a can.
Okay.
So I feel like that would be fair.
Significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's significant.
This is another point of contention for the Luke haters. This move, like dry rush back heavy punch. This thing is nasty. Yeah. It's all because like it moves his hurt box back, right?
Yeah,
and
it's like a little shimmy almost.
Yeah, but my change for this move would be just making it basically like how it was in Street Fighter 5. So it's throw invincible, but it doesn't move his hurt box back. Like, he stays right where he is, so he can bait out your...
It only dodges throws? I like that idea a lot, actually.
So, like, dry rush back heavy punch doesn't just ignore your dry rush check button. Like, you actually still get hit. But this move won't feel, like, really awkward when you try to shimmy with it. Because I get grabbed out of it all the time. Because you can just delay tech and you just grab me.
Yeah, delay tech is pretty strong.
So that would be my change.
I like that idea.
Like, this is just a designated throw beater, like just a shimmy button, basically.
Yeah. And going back to what you're saying with this target combo, that would make the strike throw even better if you do target combo into back heavy punch. You know, if I think you're gonna go for his throw afterwards, like you said, if it's like +2.
For sure. And I feel like that's all the changes I would make to Luke. Like, he only needs buffs. He's like a complete character. I wouldn't like... Or, sorry, only needs nerfs. I wouldn't give any buffs to him.
I would definitely be afraid of them like over-nerfing this character if they tweak him even more. Like, I really do think that just right now, his biggest thing he needs are just throw loop changes, which would be, you know, kind of system-wide probably.
Yeah.
I've got Jamie pulled up. You'll probably have more experience here than I would. Really, the only things that I put like in my little notes, I kind of just did like a sentence or two for every character. I like what they changed about him. I'm curious. I'm kind of curious where it goes from here. I don't really know. I feel like with a character like Jamie, it's one of those things where like you have to like drop a patch for him and give it a minute.
Feeling nervous?
For everyone to kind of figure out what's best. So I think either, you know, obviously like first impressions, he probably does need a little more love, but I would wait and kind of just see what people cook up.
I don't want them to make this character to the point where he's that strong, where little Timmy can just pick him up and just dominate in ranks. I don't want that.
They could do that really. Probably, I mean, realistically, just making level 4 even stronger I think that would reward specialist play. Maybe not as much at lower levels, because I feel like at lower levels it's probably a lot easier. Not even probably, it is a lot easier to just get drinks in sometimes. But maybe if this character ends up being a little too strong early. I'm not sure, but like I said, that's kind of why a character like this, you gotta let the patch drop and give it a minute before, just give time for people to figure it out.
I spitball some ideas for Jamie, but it's like so hard to make him better without making him too strong.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta take your time with it, I think.
Like, I feel like they should definitely do something about his Rekka, because he's supposed to be the Rekka character, right? But then Ken has a better Rekka.
I do agree with that. He's definitely, that. Oh, I'm drawing a blank now on like, I guess just that classic dive kick style Yun and Yang Rekka character. So I don't know. I agree. His Rekkas are weak as hell. I think realistically, the best thing to do is to kind of just make it better or safer on block. Like just the first one. Like you see, going back to like Street Fighter 4. The Rekka characters in that game, like Fei Long, where you're just kind of constantly going into your Rekkas on block, where like you're using it for block strings, and now it's a guess between, am I gonna go into the next part of the Rekka? Where with Jamie, I'm not worried if they're gonna go to the next part of the Rekka. I know what's coming because I could just punish it. I'm not afraid of what could come next. I'm not afraid of what can come next if I don't do anything.
I feel like it's fine in level 3 because it's -3, and like that's plus in burnout, right? But still, like every other drink level is -6, and I think that's insane.
Yes, that -6 is nuts. They just got to make it safer. They got to make it just a better pressure tool, because that's what Rekkas are supposed to be. And it's not even that super big of a reward. Like unless I don't have drive rush.
Yeah, like you only get Oki if you drive rush in.
Like that is just not really a significant chunk.
Like 1800 damage at level 4. All your other combo enders do more damage.
Yeah.
That's one change that needs to happen. Like, let's just go to the corner and do drink record. So why is this -1?
Yeah, that is a weird, or a weird idea. I don't know. I guess they think you're sacrificing everything just to get that one drink level, but like that's not. You have to do it, but it's not really worth doing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like in the corner, you just don't drink unless you go to level 4. Because the thing is, like, they made the changes to his throw, where, like, if you hold throw after a grab, like, you get a drink. And you can still pressure me, because you're plus.
Alright, yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So, like, and it's the same. Like, they made the exact same change. There's level 1, the drink version. You're still plus in the court. You can meet him. His regular Rekka, it's still minus for some reason. Like, you're +4 here, I believe. Yeah, +4.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Because I think what they were thinking is, like, you should go for EX and then go into drink Rekka, because that's actually plus. But that's just so expensive.
No one's doing that.
No one's doing that. No one's doing that. Because I think the character is sick. Like, the level 2, ever since it got fixed, I'm actually using it. Like, the fact you don't lose drinks anymore is so nice. Like,
yeah, that was always kind of stupid. Like, what do we got next? Manon and Kimberly? Her kicks could be better.
Yeah, like you would think she has the best kicks in the game. Like, she has the longest legs, and then she has heavy kick and nothing else.
Yep. And like heavy kick is great, but like, give her. Can she drive rush after light kick?
Light kick? This?
Yeah.
Yeah, she can.
Okay. I mean, like, that's nice. It gives her a whip punish tool, but I don't know. It could be a little longer. I just think her
yeah, because like,
I feel like they're a little stubby, and they should.
This is like your longest range drive rush cancel button, and it's 10 frames.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go that far.
Yeah. I wouldn't even make it any slower. I would just make it go further. I think just in general, just give her a little bit more range. Like, I think that's something that historically, kind of a lot of grappler characters have had decent buttons in Street Fighter, and I don't know why it's not the same in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Like a heavy punch is okay, but again, it's like 10 frames and it
Yeah.
only leads to the target combo. Like you can super out of it, but like, sure.
I don't know. That's an expensive option.
Like I know it sets up the command grab and whatnot, but like that's like 1500 damage. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's the thing with this character. It's like either command grab or bust. Like that's where she gets the damage and nowhere else.
Yeah. And
It's
especially like once she gets higher medals, there's no reason to do anything except
Because
command grab.
can even do 3, huh? There we go. Like that's not a whole lot for jabs.
Big damage. Big
Yes,
damage.
sir. Her crouch medium kick is really good, but like she can cancel it, right? Because
Right.
I feel like a bit crazy, but this is like her only like good poke in neutral, and it doesn't lead to basically anything. This is +2, so it's +6 on punish counter. She doesn't have a 6-frame button. She can even link it.
At least let her be. I'm not sure if she can. Is she able to cancel that into like her little sweep special move that goes far?
This
That one, yeah.
it doesn't combo.
It doesn't combo. Make that combo. Like give her an option. If
Give her
she does
something.
if she does hit that footsie button, like give her something that's
Like I believe she can only link this from stand lights. Yeah, because crouch doesn't work, I believe. Yeah, so it's only stand light punch, not even stand short for some reason.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's strange because this is one of her ways to get Oki, but she can actually get like command grab mix, right? And it's so hard for her to
that'd
go
be
into
nice. If she can just get more ways to get into it off of a footsie button, right? Like even if it's only a counter hit or something. I don't know. Just I think that'd be nice for her.
it. Because like I think this works some counter hit, but like that's a big commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a huge commitment.
I hope they just make like her medals just more involved with her gameplay instead of just
Yes.
giving her like more damage on command grab.
I agree. That'd be cool. Make it go further out. Make it, do other things.
Like G's level system was cool in Street Fighter 5,
Yes.
and then she just does more damage.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think just giving it. You wouldn't even have to go as far, maybe as like, Jamie, where like, oh, now she's got new special moves or something, but like just making some of her things better, or the range on some of her buttons increase as her medals goes up. I think that'd be a good way to make it fit. Make the medals feel more rewarding too. 'Cause, like, you're right, it's boring. Like you get your medal up, cool. The animation's longer, I guess, but like, who cares?
Yeah, like she gets a new animation. That's it. Like one real change I would make for her for sure is just increasing the projectile invulnerability on this move, because when she goes into the kick, it like ends super early. Stop. Like when you go into the kick, the projectile invulnerability flames just disappear.
Yeah.
For some reason, and I don't think that should be the case. I don't even know. I think this is punishable. Yeah. And like I get it, the reward is good on it, but still, it's hard to use.
And then let me see what I wrote for Kimberly. I think honestly, like, I hate to say it, but for like, I think she needs to be faster. I think a lot of her mix-ups are honestly pretty reactable.
Okay.
And I think that making her less reactable and making it more of make me guess more. And I'm not sure what that would be. Like maybe increasing her jump speed, or her dash speed. Like her normal dash really doesn't go crazy far.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe just making it go that much further, like that, just an extra little half square maybe. I don't know. I think that would solve it in a way that isn't just like, oh, let's just buff her damage. Because like mix-up characters tend to be low damage. That's just kind of how it is.
Yeah, that's what the Kimberly players always want. That she just should do more damage. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would rather her be faster and harder to react to than do more damage. I think that would be healthier for the game, and I think that would let Kimberly players fucking destroy some people. And like you'll see her more because of that, right? Like this character, she's supposed to be flash, she's supposed to be fun to see, and you never see her, even though she's got such a cool design. I think too, like she needs more incentive to use her level 3 buff, and it's like I feel like you never see level 3 just because it's level 3.
Yeah, it's not like a Blanca level 2, right? Like it's
right.
It's just not as good.
it's an expensive option that you're probably going to use to end a combo that hopefully will kill. And maybe it's round 3, so now you'll have the level 3 buff for 1 round. But I feel like, and again, and just since that level 3 makes her faster, which is kind of what I was talking about before, I just wish it was a little easier to get level 3.
Yeah, like the benefits aren't good enough from the level 3.
Yes, I agree.
You just spend it as early as possible.
Yeah.
Like, I know she gets a damage buff, but like it's not that noticeable.
It's not, it's not. Especially just because, again, just how late you get level 3 at that point doesn't really matter. So maybe she got the buff from level 2 also.
Yeah, maybe.
Or, I don't know, something else. I think just making it so that buff feels like there's a reason to get it would be cool.
I only had one change in mind for Kimberly, and it's like, it's a little controversial and it's kind of stupid, but just make her EX Tatsu an invulnerable DP again. Just make it a DP again.
I agree with that, honestly. I agree.
But I don't think she should be a character without any good like defensive moves, because like her level 1 is 12 frames. It's almost as bad as Ed. Her level 2 is not invincible. So she only has level 3.
Yeah, I fully agree. This should just be a DP for her. A lot of mix-up characters get DPs. So like,
yeah.
There's no reason for this not to.
But also, like her regular Tatsu, I would also make it like a true anti-air, because it's not at the moment. It's the 6 frame situation, like Rashid.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like her crouch heavy punch is fine, but she should get that.
This is decent, but I agree. I think like there's no reason that moves that practically are DPs shouldn't be DPs.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's next? Marisa and Lily.
How do we change Lily without just deleting her from
I
the game?
don't know. Yeah, I literally. You know what? Here, I'll just skip through Lily, honestly.
Get the small child
make
out
her
of
older, man. Yeah, age her up, please.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I know this character needs buffs, but I would hate a world where this character is good.
Maybe we'll see her in Street Fighter 7 and she'll be cool as hell, but until then...
Maybe.
I think that's really all I got on Lily, unfortunately. I think she's cool. Like, I honestly thought she was going to be way cooler than she was, unfortunately.
I mean, I think they nailed all the new characters except for her.
Yeah, I agree. And even design-wise, like, I do like her. It's just in-game, it just doesn't translate.
Yeah, she looks cool.
And,
like, she should wear pants, if you ask me, but sure.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, in game she just looks so young, like especially compared to all like the concept art and stuff, where like she actually looks.
Yeah, like I don't care what her canonical age is when she looks like she's 10 years old.
I completely agree. I completely agree. It's off-putting.
All right, I think we could talk about Marisa because we have no idea what to do with Lily. So what would you change for Marisa? I want to hear this.
I think her drive rush could be better.
Really?
Yes. I think, but realistically, that might be one of the only things I change.
Yeah, I think this character should not get any changes since we already discussed like the nerf to throw loops, which is this character's biggest enemy. Like all she has is armor.
100%.
And like if there are no throw loops in the game, I think Marisa is like top tier.
Yeah. Honestly, that's a really solid point.
This is armor. That's armor too. And then like Gladius is also just armor.
But again, like you were saying, all these new characters, I mean, their designs are fucking great.
Yeah, I love Marisa.
Yeah, me too. We got JP and Jury next.
Oh, JP. I think this character is still broken as hell. I don't know what they should do, but this thing is insane. It destroys your drive gauge. It's a mix-up. It does a little too much.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Here, let me... Not to switch it, because I'm just still kind of trying to think of... get my thoughts together when it comes to that. But what do you think about their change to his crouching heavy punch?
I hate it.
Yeah.
I think this should still be upper body involvement, no bro?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think just like... I think that it's a weird band-aid fix, and like it's not really good for the game. I think more buttons should be upper body vulnerable.
Like, I get it, like, this is still okay, and he has forward heavy kick, but none of these are true anti-airs now.
Yeah.
And I feel like
every
he
character
should have at least one.
access.
Yeah.
Every character should have access to one true anti-air.
One change I could make for like his level 2, like just keep it as it is, but I don't think it should do as much drive damage. So that would have done another bar of drive gauge, so that's 4 bars you just lost because you DP'd me. And I wasn't even EX DP, so you would have been close to burnout.
It's a lot. Yeah, like, we were kind of talking about that a little earlier, but yeah, I agree. Like, him having options like that and being able to do that much damage to your meter is just nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
And it's nuts, especially because he's the only one that can do it, right? Like, if other people were able to do it too, it wouldn't be as big of a problem, but him being the only one that can do it is pretty nuts. Something that especially makes that feel as ridiculously strong as it is that JP has so many zoning options, right? So if you're able to do a combo to me that does 4 of my drive bars, now I'm most likely in burnout. Now you're zoning me out and you're doing extra chip damage.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, that combo leaves you full screen.
Yeah. So it's like it's well designed in that sense. Like, characters should have kits that work together in the same way that JP's does. It's just his is a little too it's a little too complete. He doesn't have enough he doesn't have enough painfully obvious weaknesses and like counterplay. But I definitely don't think that they should over nerf him because in my opinion I think he is just a really well designed character. And I kind of like that he's strong, to be honest. I
feel like the changes they made to him in the balance bench were really good. Like the amnesia, it just got normalized, and then the drive gauge changes for like spike. Like now when you parry it, you don't lose drive gauge. Like you actually gain.
Yes.
And I feel like those are really good changes because this character could
completely agree.
Destroy your drive so easily, and he has like the best burnout pressure too.
Like I didn't even think about that. Like all my notes really were just like I like the balance changes. I don't like the upper invol changes, but changing his level 2 to be less of a threat to your meter would just be huge, right? Like even on block, right? Like you do that into another block string, I'm still. The block string is just that much longer, and I'm losing that much more meter that I have to block.
Oops, you got max.
It was down first, and I forgot. But either way, it's a big war of attrition playing him, and it's not. I think it's a cool one. It makes him feel unique. It makes him feel like a boss character. You know what I mean? I like when boss characters feel like boss characters. You know, like, I don't know. That might be just like me, just more being a fan than me being like anywhere near competitive. You know, like I hope Akuma comes in and he's strong as fuck too. I mean, he will be, but it's
oh, you know he will be. You know what? Actually, now that I did his sweep, this shit should not be -6. Just change it so it's punishable. That's my only change.
Yeah. Something I wish that they kept from Street Fighter V in this game is that like sweeps were all punishable by another sweep. I don't remember like frame data wise what that ended up being, but like it was nice to not have people just spamming sweeps all day. And then for Jury, I honestly like I think that she's well-rounded in a good way. I like that everyone plays her differently. Like I don't know, it feels like every single Jury player that I play against plays in a different way, and like that could be, you know, any random person in ranked or like some of the higher level players too. She's very, I guess, like expressive in that sense, which I think is very good.
Yes.
So I'm not really sure what I'd change about her. I think she's well balanced.
Would you just leave her as she is?
I think I would leave her.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that I would change about her, to be honest.
The only thing I thought about changing is like if she drive rushes like in front of her fireball and you hit her out of the drive rush, maybe the fireball should just disappear.
Yeah.
Because right now you can just drive rush in front of it. I'll check your drive rush and I still get punished by the fireball. I think she's
just a, you know, like a solid. Like, obviously, she's good. Like, she's... I
mean, this is the $1 million character.
Yeah.
Next up, DJ and Cammy. You want to start with Cammy? Because you have some experience with the character?
Yep. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, I'm gonna say a controversial opinion, honestly,
Ooh,
and
okay.
that I think that they should not touch Cammy. I think she's fine the way she is.
Okay.
I think the biggest thing that makes her strong is on top of her kit, which is again well rounded and it is strong. It's just throw loops. I think that if they nerf throw loops, I think she's fine. And
Okay.
yeah, like like I said, I know that's kind of controversial because she is good and she is fast, and I don't know. I just think that once throw loops stop being a problem, especially throw loops from like me not being in the corner and having a throw loop is ridiculous. Cammy's always one of those characters that's good.
I only had one thing in mind, and it's just heavy spin knuckle. I have no idea why that shit is plus. Why?
It's because you got so much time to react.
I don't care. It's the best anti-fireable move in the game. Why is it plus?
It is. It is. Yeah, that's all just the mixed reward. I guess maybe what they could do instead, I think maybe make it just a little bit slower, just a little easier to interrupt. But I think I'm okay with it being. You said it's +2.
It's +3.
Oh, +3. Okay, maybe +3 is too much. I'll maybe drop it down to +1.
I'm just salty because she's basically Jamie but good. That's just me though.
I agree with that. That is the biggest thing that honestly makes her feel strong, right? Like you want to mix people up. Why would you play Kimberly when you can just play Cammy? Oh, you want a dive kick? Why would you play Jamie when you can just play Cammy? And she's too well rounded she's like too well rounded, which I don't know.
Maybe you could like change something about her level 3 because it's kind of crazy, but like what would you change without making it bad?
Maybe more incentive to use this one would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, that could be one thing. Like making it so the airborne one doesn't scale like shit.
Yeah.
Like when you catch people in the
no
air.
reason for me to use this.
She's supposed to be the anti-zoner, and like that level 3 is designed for that, but I don't know if it's too good or not.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. I'm just not sure what the best change to that would be.
I'm so happy that we're not game developers, that we don't have to make these decisions.
Yeah, no, seriously. But someone that I think does need a little bit of a change is DJ.
Yeah, it's this guy.
I mean, the biggest thing is just his drive rush is just too fucking ridiculous. Like, that is just insane, and it is nuts.
Hey, I'm here now. Look at this.
Yep.
It's a jump scare, but it's too much of a jump scare.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should either be a little slower or go a little bit less far. I don't think it needs to be both, but I think one or the other would be nice.
I think this move is so dumb.
Yes, I agree.
This is -6, and it's the easiest thing to space in the game. Like, look at this pushback. That's -6.
Yeah, that is insane. It's too much. He needs to slow down.
Like, this either needs to have less pushback or just more punishable on block, because I struggle to punish this with Luke, but then he does it close.
Yeah, I struggle to punish it with Guile, same deal. I just end up having to just back up. Yeah, I think just make it more punishable. If whether that is making the pushback less so you can actually utilize that it's -6 and you can get a jab, or making it like -8, one of the two I think would be nice. He gets so much damage.
Oh, look at this.
And like that was a 3-bar combo, right? Like
and he gets double the Shoki though.
Yeah. Exactly.
The thing is with Cammy, like, she doesn't do DPS or combo under. Like, she does, what's it called? She does drill if she wants Oki, right? Like, she sacrifices damage, but DJ doesn't need to do that. He has his most damaging move, and he gets Oki.
And yeah, he's just right in because the dash is ridiculously good.
Anything else you want to change for DJ? Because I have something in mind. Like this shit?
Oh, go for it. Oh, yeah.
This thing is goofy. Why is it safe?
What is it unblocked?
-3, -3.
Okay, yeah, what the fuck? Make that -4, -5, I think.
Yeah, like, you should be able to get a jab on this. Like, if you're just throwing this out on block, you're just playing the game wrong, because you can confirm this. Like,
yeah. I agree. Like maybe not punishable enough where I'm getting a medium punch or a heavy punch or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think Jad punish for that would be really nice.
I agree with that. Cause like I feel like
I honestly didn't even think of that move, to be honest. But yeah, that low is ridiculously good.
like I'm fine with this being plus because it's really slow and there's a big gap when you do it on block.
Super
Like,
reactable.
oh, that's fine. And then the launcher is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, sway low. This shit is insane.
The low is like uniquely better than all of the other options.
Yeah, exactly. And like on punish counter, like you just explode because this has no scaling on it whatsoever.
Like I like that he's able to do so much damage, to be honest, but it is a little bit easy.
Yeah.
He should have a little more risk to that reward.
Maybe another thing would be just making this like not as spammable, because right now every DJ just does this and then perfect parry.
I think that goes back to the sweep thing. Like I know that's not technically his sweep, but it's a sweep, right?
But it is his sweep, because this isn't a sweep.
Yeah.
This is an awesome slide. I feel like it would be a reasonable change, because
not a sweep.
even at my level, DJ players do this and then they just random perfect parry, and that's it.
Who's next? We got Ryu and Honda. Do you have anything on Honda? I might just skip Honda.
Honda, honestly, we could skip, like, delete the character. I guess we can start with Ryu.
Yeah, let's start with Ryu for sure.
I have exactly one change in mind. This. Let me see the frames real quick. This is +3 on hit, it should be +4. That's my only change.
Yeah.
If this is +4...
Like a light hit confirm?
Oh no, not because of that. If this is a punish counter, he can link low forward.
Yeah,
so,
that'd be nice.
So he would be in line with Ken. That's it.
Oh, okay, yeah. If that puts him in line with Ken, then even better. I think that would just make it perfect.
So like, this would be his combo thing. Like, he can do this on punish.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be nice. I have no complaints there, honestly. I think with Ryu, what I really put was I'm really hopeful what they did with him. I really like what all the Ryu changes. I really like.
Oh, I love playing this character now.
Yeah, he feels like a complete character now. All the new changes, that were there, like now because of the patch, you can actually utilize a lot of that cool new stuff, which is cool. The only thing I would add to Ryu is just some kind of way for him to hold his charge stock.
Yeah.
Like
I was
Ryu's
thinking about that
supposed
too.
to be,
I just don't know how to make it a thing. Like, let's the smart developers work.
Yeah, I've got an idea. Like kind of going back, right? Like Ryu's supposed to be the fireball character. Ken's supposed to be, everything else. The Shoryuken character is Ken. So it's like now I've charged the stock, and now it's like I can't zone, and now I can't shoot my fireballs because I don't want to lose it. I think honestly, my change would be that you don't use that on a fireball unless you do heavy punch for the fireball. I think if you do light punch or medium punch fireball with the stock, it would just be a normal fireball.
Yeah, that would make sense, because like his heavy is already fast fireball, right?
Yeah, at least let him keep light fireball. I think like at least don't make him waste it for light. I can understand maybe medium still spending it, but
yeah, that's the thing. Like
letting him still zone.
When I play Ryu, it's so awkward because I dengen up because I set it up, and now I want to go for this, the big reward, but now I can't throw fireballs because I only have 1 speed.
Yep, and you want that big reward.
Yeah.
But now that you've hit me, you've wasted because I want my big reward, I'm gonna charge up another fireball. And now you just wasted the knockdown you got on me.
Exactly.
Or, all right, now I want to go in. Now I don't have that charge when I do get the hit. So I think just let him hold on to that stock when he shoots a fireball. Let him start zoning again. I like where Ryu's at right now, and I think that he's a pretty well, I don't know. He's in a really good spot.
Yeah, I agree.
For Blanca, honestly, I don't think I have enough experience against the character to really say much. I think it's really cool seeing what Mena RD can do with him. Once you're past the mental stack, this is a very easy thing to hit me out of. So it's like I should be rewarded for.
Yeah, the only thing,
harder there.
like the only reason I wouldn't change it is like he has some Blanca-chan setups where you bait your opponent into parrying and then he can get a punish counter or command grab and it does so much damage. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if I would make it better.
Agree. I do agree with that. Like the Blanca-chan setup is a really good point.
The only thing I had in mind is just like level 2, like Blanca Ball's not doing that much like drive gauge damage, but other than that, I got nothing. Because he destroys your drive gauge. Like the pressure he gets there is insane, and then he just destroys your drive gauge. And like you can't even parry because it's a 50-50 because he can just cancel it and then grab you.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
I definitely think Blanca's just. I think he's just underused. Honestly, I don't think he's super weak. Which could just. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Maybe he is just super weak and nobody plays him. But or, you know.
No, I think this character is stupid. People just don't want to learn.
Yeah, I've always kind of always been like a Blanca hater. It's always been like one of my characters that I've not liked to play against. But like, you know, like for
I don't like playing against him, but like the thing is with this game, like you could just play Luke and do this.
Yeah.
Like, exactly. Why would you learn Blanca's like 7 million setups with Blanca-chan when you can just do
exactly.
that? All right, I think we can move on. Who's next?
Guile and Ken.
You are the Guile player.
Yeah. When it comes to Guile, I know that he's strong, but I think that he's okay. I think like at least like buttons wise, I think button wise he's okay. He's got, you know, obviously yes, his buttons are really good. This button is ridiculous, right? Like being able to get this into flash kick on a punish counter, ridiculous.
Yes.
But I think it's good for him because he's not very mobile. Right, so I think him being able to get something off of that in a punish is solid. I think that, I don't know. Again, like it could just be some bias because I play him, but I think I like the way that his buttons are. I think that this might be a little too strong. But
maybe
at the same time, if you block, maybe just make it a little easier to punish on block, and I think that would be just a little, you know, like, cause you can get like a jab punish, but I think if you consistently make it so everyone can get like a decent punish on this, would be nice. It's like after blocking it, I'm pretty sure you can get a jab. Maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, no, that's like 0.
It depends on how it's spaced out too.
I know it's 0.
Oh, I thought. All right. Well then, you know, fuck it. Then make it. I think maybe heavy punch. If you gave that some upper body involved, that'd be cool. But that could just be me. Like that's just more me just wanting every character to have that as an option.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind that
upper body involved option. Because really, it's like a lot of the times you're not pressing this as your anti-hero, you're just doing this instead because the hitbox on this is actually just better.
Dude, the hitbox on it is so funny.
Yeah, I love this button. The biggest gripe with the character is like someone with buttons that are this good, and again, I think that his buttons should be this good, but he should not have so much damage. Like especially any sort of sonic boom loops, I think they just need more scaling.
Okay.
I think that would just make it fine. I don't want, you know, like, because I recognize that Guile is good, and I don't want to be in here and be like, oh, don't change Guile, but I don't want them to overly nerf him, because I think he could easily be bad.
Like, I would never touch Guile's booms, because, like, that's his whole game plan. Like, I wouldn't touch those.
I wouldn't touch him either. I think they're good, but they're supposed to be good, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Being able to get combos that are, like, close to 40% without spending a shit ton of meter is just, it's on a character that's this good of a zoner and with this good of buttons, you probably could use a little less.
One thing I don't like about Guile, his heavy punch is just 7 frames, and I think that's insane.
Yeah. I like it in the sense just the way that his buttons are. He kind of needs it. It's really his biggest jab confirm is this.
Yeah.
But I do agree that like it is fast, but you're not really able to hit confirm it unless you're already committing into doing that.
Yeah, I know. It's just I don't really know what to change about the character, and that's just one thing that just sticks out for me.
Yeah, no, you're completely right.
Because that's the only
Another
thing
button
that
as
I
good as this
don't
one.
like about Guile is like, that's his best like starter for a punish, right? And it's so
Yeah.
fast. And other
Yeah.
characters don't really have that. So like, I
I
don't
think
know
what
if
they
you,
could do too. I know.
yeah, go
what they-
ahead.
Honestly, like now that I'm thinking about it a little more, something that they could do is honestly if they just switch the frame data on this button and this button, like the startups, because this button just does less damage. So
Yeah.
I think if you make it so your confirm is this into this, just that little bit of damage decrease, I think would make a difference. And then it does make the combo a little bit harder technically, but that's not really a big deal.
Yeah, okay, I would like that.
His boom loops are just a little too strong. Like obviously they're hard, but at the highest level, you know, or for comparisons like these, you should just assume that everyone is hitting their combos, right? So difficulty is really something we even need to talk about.
Yeah, I don't like bringing up difficulty when we talk about like character strength. Like that shouldn't diminish a character's strength.
I completely agree.
Because I always have the example of MK9 where Cabal was the most execution heavy character and he was also the best character in the game. No one came close.
He was the best character by far, and it's like you're not gonna call him worse just because he's hard.
Exactly. I think we can move on to Ken then.
Yeah, Ken.
I don't know what to change about him, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
he's so brainless. Like, I just vibe with this character.
I do think that for Ken, now that I'm thinking about the fireball, because you were just doing it, I think that his EX fireball, I know that Ken, historically, his EX fireball always does what it does in this game. It doesn't knock down, it's a two-hitter, etc. I think it should knock down. I think they really should switch it up. Even if it knocks down in a way that pops up and now I can get a DP in the corner just to continue the combo, like that's cool, but I think that Ken shouldn't be able to full screen, just do EX fireball, drive rush, and now I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, this is like free block pressure, but the thing is, like, if this is punish counter from this range, he gets such a big combo. Like,
Yeah, which is nuts. So I think just having that knock him airborne, so at least the combo off of it is not as ridiculous. You can just go into like a DP or like a run DP or something, and even then you're going into super, so the damage could still be good. But
yeah, I think
just
that would be a good
having-
change.
I think he's well designed, to be honest. I think my biggest problems with him are just going right back to throw loops.
Yeah, which they nerfed, but it actually isn't a nerf.
Yeah, they nerfed, but in a way that doesn't matter.
Because, like, he can still do this.
Yeah,
And they accidentally made, like, EX Fireball way better as a meaty. Like, that's +7. I don't even know how to change Jinrai kicks. Like, I hate playing around it on block, but at the same time, it's like, it's not the end of the world.
yeah, it's fine. I think really what they Jinrai kicks just need other Rekkas to be better. Like Jinrai kicks shouldn't feel like what Jamie's Rekka should feel like. It's, you know, like I don't know.
That's literally the only thing. Like, why is it just a better record than Jane?
Yeah.
I guess we can move on.
Chun-Li and Geef. So Chun-Li is one of those characters that like kind of snuck through the cracks, and now she is ridiculously good.
Here's my hot take. I think she's the best character in the game.
I honestly, I think she might be. I still think Ken is probably better, but honestly, like I don't think I see enough Chun-Li players to have a really good opinion on her. I just know that she's ridiculous.
This character is a fraud. She doesn't even charge. Like when you go into this move, you don't have to charge. Like, what is this shit? Like, oh wait, alright, you have to special cancel. Like, I didn't charge that. That was a back forward.
I didn't know that. Oh, this whole time I thought people were charging that out. All right.
No. You can just go into it, do something, and then just up. What is it? Down, up, or back, forward, and that's it.
Yeah. And because I don't know a lot about her, I really don't know what to change. I do know her sweep is really good. Her sweep needs to be changed.
-7.
That is -7, and it pushes me that far back is kind of nuts.
Yep.
Like I was playing the matchup with Guile, and like I would block the sweep, and I can't even get a crouching medium kick punish
Oh no, you can't.
consistently. And it's like, all right, cool.
I struggled to punish this
it
with
just
Luke.
Yeah, so it just becomes like now I'm just blocking the sweep all the time, and it's not very, I don't know, it's boring.
So one change I would make for this character is just nerf the sword that her hand is. And this jab is insane.
That is a very good job.
You know, I don't know why she has She has 3 4-frame lights, and they're all special cancel.
That's just Chun-Li. Historically, you know, she's always been that really good buttons character. And
This is another thing, like,
that third strike vibe.
her crouching like kick is special cancel, and it's so strange. Why?
Yeah, that is kind of nuts compared to a lot of other characters not being able to.
And this is the argument that always gets brought up for Ed, that he can cancel his crouch jab because it's a crouch medium, crouch like kick technically, but then here's Chun-Li.
Right. Yeah, that is true. Is she the only character that can cancel?
She is the only one, yes.
Alright, then yeah, just nerf that shit. Make that shit consistent. No reason not to, in my opinion.
I agree. But yeah, like this is, I think, the best jab in the game, and like I think it's just a little too good. Because she can do this. She can just link into medium without even trying.
Yeah, having a consistent jab into medium is not common in this game, in the same way that it was in like Street Fighter 4. So it really does feel like she gets uniquely privileged in that way. You know, it's not like she has bad damage either. So
Oh nice,
you know,
damage
she's in a
is
very good
so
spot.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can land this combo, I'm just bad at the charge. Like that's from a jab.
There you go. Well, I think we'll just rotate to Geef then.
Oh no,
Like I said,
I
kinda
have
wish
another
I knew
change
more.
for Chun.
Oh yeah,
like-
more. Oh my bad, my
Oh,
bad.
no. This thing is still stupid. They nerfed it and it's still stupid. She still gets almost 30% for reading a throw, right? Like that's dumb. Sorry.
I agree. No, I agree.
They should cut her legs off. Like this is unfair.
Making that move so it's so interesting how like consistently good that move has been for Chun-Li as a character.
Isn't that the exact same thing they did to her in Street Fighter 5? They just nerfed that
Yes.
shit in the first
They
season.
nerfed it, but it was still good. Like it was just it just does a lot for her.
Like I get it, you can crouch under it, but like who's crouching under? When you see her jumping, like you're not doing that.
Maybe maybe that's another scaling thing. Maybe a combo that starts with those wind kicks should just get scaled heavier.
Yeah, I
Just
completely agree.
That extra change would be nice. And anything else on Chun instead of me just switching it?
Nah, we can move on to Zangief. This character needs help.
He also needs help. It's it's like Capcom just hates Geef, I think. Like he's just kind of consistently not a good character.
I don't even want to buff him, I just want him to function. Like
Yeah. I honestly, man, I'm gonna say the same thing that probably everyone else says. They just need to bring Green Hand back. I think that would be just really big.
Green Hand, let's go.
I do think it would, like, unironically, like memes aside, I think it would be good for him to get that back. Having a move that moves him forward in a way that he can either you shoot a fireball and I Green Hand the fireball, and now I'm this much closer and your fireball is gone. It's just really nice. Having the EX be a combo starter would be really nice for him. Or even if just the EX is now, on hit or on block, maybe now it's just plus enough in the way that now you have to guess if I'm going to SPD you because I'm right here, Like, I think just giving him an option like that would be really huge. I think his buttons are good, as they should be. Like, he always... That's what Geef is supposed to be, is just good footsies buttons. And then obviously this move needs to be like completely reworked on the hitbox. This thing
What were they
so often.
thinking?
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous how often this thing whiffs.
Dude, it's a 10 frame NTR. Like, what are they cooking? They know their NTRs are like 5 frames. Like, why is it 10?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. There's like nothing good about it, and then even just as a combo tool, like sometimes it fucking whiffs, which is ridiculous. Make the hitbox, I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, I'm surprised that hit, to be honest. Like, I thought you were gonna jump and that was gonna whiff. Like, it needs to work in the way that it should, because the damage on it is decent enough, but
Yeah, because that's all it is, right? Like, you're looking for the anti-air with the super, and you get like a big combo with damage. But like, you can't even anti-air with it.
his supers kind of need help. His tornado super is pretty good, but
Even then, it's like it's so slow in startup.
it's very slow. It's very slow. Like, you kind of want to just use it as a combo tool. So
Just make Lariat good. Like, that shit needs more
I don't know
range,
why this
and
is
it needs to
such a
be
slow
behind.
startup, too.
Yeah, like 15 frames, like, dude.
Yeah, not hitting behind is also ridiculous. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
It just needs help.
He
That's
needs
it.
something. He needs help. He needs help really bad.
Oh yeah, that target combo, that needs to function, because if you hit it at like, max range, it just whips like that, like, okay, thanks Capcom. Alright, Dalsim, I hate this character.
I think that poor Sim is paying for his Street Fighter V crimes in this game.
Deservedly so.
We're kind of unfortunate. We're like in the part of the roster. It's like, you know, it's like Sim and then it's DLC characters. So I don't really know too much when it comes to like this section.
Like the DLC I could talk about, but like Sim, other than like making level 1 invincible, I don't know what else you could give him.
Yeah, I agree. He needs level 1 to be invincible. It's insane that it's not. But it's, I don't know.
Like maybe
like
not
said,
all of them, because like medium level 1 does so much damage. Like maybe just make the other ones invincible. Like this does so much.
Yeah.
Get hit! I'm trying to demonstrate.
Let me not yeah. Sorry, sir. I realized. Instincts.
That does 2100 damage. That's above average. So maybe the other version should be invincible, but not that one.
I can get behind that. Maybe like just the.
Like the anti-air one, for example. Like, why can't I just anti-air with this?
Yeah. yeah. Going back to what we were saying earlier, I think that'd be nice. Making his heavy, his upwards one invul, make it a wake up, and then make it an anti-air. It would be good for him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Cause like his offense could be so ridiculous, and like I get why he doesn't have like too many defensive options, but sometimes it feels like he just gets rushed down and he can't get out ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yoga, help.
Yoga help, yeah, he needs to do that.
I think we can move on to Rashid.
Yeah. And then, honestly, Rashid, I don't know too much. He was that character that, like, when he first came out, I was getting destroyed by him, and then, like, a week later, nobody was playing him anymore.
Yeah, I feel that. I have one change in mind for him. It's just he doesn't build bar when Isar is on the battlefield. Like, when he activates level 2, I don't think he should be able to build bar during that. I mean, that's the thing, like, JP doesn't build bar when his level 2 is out, but Rashid does for some reason.
Yeah, that is interesting. Make that consistent. You know what, either JP should be making bar at the same time, or Rashid shouldn't. So I think I'd rather have Rashid not.
Yeah.
I think his tornado that it's not made by level 2 probably could last a little longer.
Yeah, I can get behind it. That's fine. Let's start with Aki. You played a little bit of Aki, right?
I played a little bit. She just feels underwhelming. I know once you put the time in and you master her, she's a lot better. But until then, she's very underwhelming feeling. She has very bad reversal options. She has very bad, like, she kind of has the same effect as Dalsim, where it's like, it's really, once you're on her, it's not good for her. She's just gonna die.
She's just another character that gets so much better if throw loops are gone, because you can actually use this.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, that EX is real. It's nice, but you're right. Throw loops. Now I'm just gonna throw you out of it.
Yep, that's it.
So I think just making that move better as a reversal, or just giving her a reversal that is a DP somehow. I don't really know what they would do.
Not enough things interact with the poison. Like,
yes, I agree.
For example, I don't think this is a good enough board on light whip. Like, you just get a knockdown. Like, okay.
Even if they added some poison options to more of her normals, like she has that heavy punch target combo. Yeah, where like if you do that and I'm poisoned, you get a knock-up, which is really nice. You can do, drive rush, heavy kick, and
yeah, I know.
I think giving her more options like that would be cool. Even if they don't have to be that dramatic.
Because even if you're poisoned,
really, like,
thing is, like, you don't want to jump, because like this gives her a full combo, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, this isn't a true anti-air, so you just jump anyway.
Yeah, she does definitely need better anti-air. She does more just get away from me tools. Like, like I was saying before, it's like an anti-air would be one of them. Like, I think she would benefit greatly from getting a DP.
Yeah.
Either
I mean,
if
I
they
feel
add
like
something
this could be a
new, or if they
DP
make
if
that a DP.
this move actually had like an EX version instead of
Yes, I
everything
agree
just
with
being the
that.
chain.
I think that was a big missed opportunity, and I kind of always thought that, like, of all moves that should have different options based on which buttons you push with the EX, I was surprised that wasn't one of them.
Yeah, it's so weird
think
because
if
she
they-
has so many moves and they don't have
Yeah.
EX versions.
Yeah. So I think if they added that and then they made the upwards one an actual DP, that would
Like,
be really big. For me.
where's the EX bottle? Where's the EX bubble?
But yeah, I wish Poison felt more of a threat, but not in the way of a threat on my life bar. Her damage is good, and I like
she
that her
gets good
damage is
damage.
good. Her combos are really cool. She's tricky and slippery, and like that's kind of what she's supposed to be. But she just feels a little too. She just feels too weak defensively, and she doesn't really feel like a threat, even though I am going to take a lot of damage if she gets a clean hit.
Even if I play a fireball character, like all of her anti-fireball moves are so like read specific, not really reactionary.
Yeah,
It's like, oh sorry, other one.
that's
Like I just got hit out of
that,
it.
and it's yeah, it's that should be. Oh, that now I'm thinking about maybe if they made that like projectile invincible, that would be cool. Giving her some more consistently with that would be really cool.
And even then, like you only get the big reward if they're already poisoned.
Yep, exactly. Which I get it. I definitely like the way that she feels, where it's like, where like her hit reward if I am poisoned, but
Yeah.
if I'm poisoned, I'm just gonna back up because what the fuck is she gonna do? So
Right.
I'm not afraid of how much health I'm gonna lose from the poison because that damage is balanced well. I'm not, if I'm far enough away, I don't have to worry about her claw. So I'm just gonna kind of chill back here, or I'm just gonna fucking use that opportunity and rush her in if I have the corner. And what's she gonna do? I'm just gonna stay right in her face. But I think Aki's really fucking cool. She's a really cool character, so I'd like to see more people play her.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like DLC is not really played in this game, and that'd be cool
Yeah.
to see.
All the DLC characters you really do have to put a lot of time into, and if you're already playing the game, you've got your main already, and a lot of people don't like to switch, which is just normal. But
Yeah, like I don't mind that the DLC is complicated. It's just the newcomers don't like it. I guess it's time for our final character, Ed.
Yep. Ed, which I mean, both of us have been playing Ed, so I think we can both kind of equally say stuff here.
Yeah,
I like.
so
I
buff
like
his
how
jab,
Ed is.
boom. That's it.
Yeah,
Bye.
I think buff his jab. Either just make it reach out just a little bit further, or just make it so you can, do jab into something. I think that'd be nice, because you'd have to do that, but like his stand jab, this is just so inconsistent after a crouching jab. You never know, like, oh, do I get two or do I only get one? Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think otherwise, like, honestly, I think Ed seems strong. I think that his buttons are solid besides his jabs. I think that his hit confirms are really good. I think that all of these like wit moves, kind of, I think they're all pretty solid. And they all have their uses. Yeah, I think he's good. One thing I do want is I want this to be a better anti-air.
Yeah,
Even more of an upwards hitbox. Like, just make it hit above his head. And
I feel
think
like
that'd be
the
fun.
hitbox on this should just be the entire like I don't know,
the entire
the sky.
thing plus more upwards. It's just there's no reason for it not to be. You should not be able to jump over this.
No.
Especially if I'm holding it. If I'm holding it, the hitbox should be fucking massive.
Yeah, exactly.
Reward me for spending my time charging this up.
Oh, like it's just a
It is
read.
what it is.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like when they jump it and I see it, like they should get captured every time.
Yeah, so it does suck that you can just kind of jump over that.
And then maybe another one is just heavy kick to be a better anti-air, but that's just a skill issue on my part. I feel like.
But I think this is another candidate for that upper body invulnerability, just for buttons. I think
Yep.
just make it a little better of an anti-air.
All right, I think then we're done with the characters, unless you have something else to
Yeah.
add.
No, I think that's all I got with that. I think he's good.
All right, cool. We got 4 characters for the first season of Street Fighter, so I'm gonna guess we're gonna get 4 in season 2 as well. So
Yeah.
Who are your 4 characters that you would want to see?
I think that one of them is going to be a third strike rep. I'm very surprised that we haven't had any third strike characters. And I mean, Sean is probably the obvious choice for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say even like the obvious choices before would be like Sean and Dudley, but I don't think we'll get Dudley. But Makoto would be really cool. Alex would be cool. Hot take, I think Elena would be cool.
Okay.
But I think we'll get Sean. I think Sean is the obvious third strike choice. And then I also think because all the characters have been like hard on that difficulty scale so far for all the DLC, and again, I'm sure Akuma's also going to be on that hard difficulty scale. We'll probably at least get one more that's like that, or just more characters that are unique. So I think like someone like Minot, someone like Aferte, someone like Gen, that has the stance switching. I think some like one of them 3. I think if I had to guess, I'll guess Minot. I think Minot will get. And then for the third, I'm surprised we don't have a Muay Thai character yet. Like Sagat or like Adon. Or even a new character. That would be cool. Like a new character that's a Muay Thai. Maybe like Adon's student. That's gonna be my that's gonna be actually my official guess for the third.
So new character.
Adon's student.
Okay.
Yeah. But
like
I would like to see Adon. As much as I love Sagat, like I love Sagat, I think Adon in this game would be fucking sick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I think a character that's like Adon, and then maybe he's got like a fireball like Sagat or something. You know, he's just the ultimate Muay Thai character. I think that'd be cool to see.
I'm down.
I think to round it out, we'll just get like a fan favorite like Sakura or Dan. I think that'll just be, you know, like the one that's going to get people to buy it, right? We had Akuma for season 1.
You know, I'm so surprised that Dan didn't make it into this game.
I agree. So I think Dan's going to be the 4th character. So here, so I think to like just, you know, long-winded answer aside, I think my predictions for the 4 are going to be Sean, Minot, a Muay Thai character. I'm gonna cheat there and say there's a third is gonna be a Muay Thai character, and
that's
then
fine.
I think it'll be Dan.
All right, that's a solid list. I don't think I hate anyone on that list. So.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I wouldn't be I'd probably be the only person that wouldn't be upset to have Elena come back. I really like that character. But
I mean, the thing with Elena is like she wouldn't have like broken hurt box issues in this game because it's just a well-made game. But healing, that shit has to stay away.
Nah, they bring it back. I think they do it I think there's a way to do it that is fine. But you know, we'll just see when we get there. The fact that Sean wasn't base roster is still crazy to me.
Yeah, not too many first strike reps, huh? Not a single one.
No, there's not. Let me see. I don't think there is a single one that was like only in third strike or like, you know, like debuted in that game, or to say like Street Fighter 3 in general.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, there's literally 0 Street Fighter 3 characters in the game. Then
incredible.
You know, besides Ryu, Chun-Li, you know, besides the obvious one.
Like you'd expect
then,
it as
like
it's one of the most beloved games in the franchise.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because Street Fighter 6 is the only game that takes place after 3 in the timeline.
Yeah.
So it's very surprising to have 0 characters come back, especially Sean. I would love to see an older Sean, who's, you know, he's trained more and he's got his own style. That'd be fucking sick.
Aged up characters are just cool in general, if you ask me.
Yeah, they've been knocking all the original characters out of the park, and I don't think they would do. I think they would allow Sean to become an original character in a way, or at least, you know, even more original than he already is, and I think that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
What was your prediction? Let me hear yours.
Yeah, like I'm new to Street Fighter, right? So I'm mainly influenced by 5, maybe a little bit 4. But I think we're getting Dudley either way in the next season.
I will say I don't think that we're gonna get Dudley, but I would love to get Dudley. Dudley would be fucking amazing in this game. With the drive system, Dudley would be
yeah. Like I'm not that familiar with the character's playstyle, but I just looks like every single art of him, like he just looks like the coolest dude ever.
He is so cool. I would love for Dudley to be a third strike rep in the game. He's such a fan favorite. The way he played in Street Fighter 4 was so cool. You've got you've you have people that love him so much to the point that like they will specialize in him and they will come up with crazy shit. Like you look at Dudley in Street Fighter 4, you think of Smug, right? And the player Smug, he just fucking he does these things that you don't see with the character normally, and it's like, holy fuck, this character's cool as hell. So I would love to see Dudley come back and be explored. Like, you get it a little bit with Ed because Ed's a boxer, obviously, but it's not the same.
That's not
Dudley's
the same.
just he's got that class, man.
Yeah, so like Dudley would be my first character. I'm not gonna like put them in order like he would come out first. I don't know about that. Maybe, but yeah. So
yeah, no, me saying that was just like completely just what would be cool.
Yeah, my second character, I think I'm gonna go with one that you picked, Menat.
Yeah.
I think Menat was super sick in Street Fighter 5, and
I agree.
just to keep with the theme of like the execution heavy characters, like she was one of them, so she would definitely fit in that.
I completely agree. I think she'd fit really well in this game.
I like just imagine the V trigger as your level 2, like
yeah, exactly.
It would be a menace, but it would be fun though.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't want to say Dan because you already said it.
No, go for it. I think Dan's probably
Nah, because I feel like there's such a big wasted potential with Dan, because like he had such a unique playstyle and just a mechanic in general in Street Fighter 5, and I'm just surprised that isn't back.
Yes.
Like the whole like taunt canceling to extend his block strings and combos, like that shit is so cool.
Yeah, Dan is cool. Like, he's a character that's bad, but he's cool in that same way.
I like the one bar V trigger that no one else had. That's just cool.
Yeah, 100%. It'd be cool to see. I don't know. It'd be cool to see Dan come in and just have some weird mechanic breaking thing. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I would love that, because like we have goofy characters in this game, but like they're goofy because they're Dawson, like not because they're actually goofy.
Yep.
Dan would be my third character then, and then for the fourth, I gotta think about this one. I don't know. There are so many good options. Like I feel like Cody should have been in the game to begin with.
Cody, I'm surprised.
Since we're in Metro City. But
yeah, I'm surprised that Cody wasn't base roster either.
But like, there's also Nash that I really liked in Street Fighter 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Nash
it's hard to say.
Cool.
But yeah, I think my fourth character would be either of those two. Like it's either Nash or Cody.
I think that's a solid guess, honestly. I think that Cody is 100% going to be in the game at some point.
Like, he has to be, right? Like, there's no way he's not going to be in it.
So we'll see. And you know, if you're going to say Dan, then I'll switch Dan to Sakura. Like, I think there's one of those two.
Okay.
They're just both such fan favorites that I would be very surprised if neither of those two is in the next expansion.
You know, I'm down with that, because Sakura, I don't even care like about the character that much, but I saw her like Shoryuken animation once, and I was like, this is the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, she's cool. She's a cool character. She's fun to play too.
So I guess that would be our final list then. So for me, it's Dudley. I'm kind of blanking out. It's Dudley, Menat, Cody, and then Dan, right?
Oh, I said Menat also. So I'll change mine to Gen. That would be cool.
Okay.
Getting a stance switch character in this game that's like a full stance switch would be actually really sick. And then Muay Thai character, and then Sakura will be my guess. I really do think, like, I'd like to see Adon over Sagat, but I would love if they added a brand new character that was kind of a mix of the both of them. I think that would be so fucking sick.
I'd be down for that. You know, as long as they got a Shoryuken or a Fireball, I'm down.
Yeah, I think give them fireballs like Sagat, and then give them all the other craziness that was Adon. I think that'd be a really cool character. End up being, it might be a little too like generous, the thought of the character I have in my mind. Like, it might just end up being an Injustice character, but you know.
That's fine. We got JP.
I like Injustice. So that's alright.
Thank you for doing this with me, by the way. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.